Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, this is a collaboration and I am doing a luxury roundup, luxury favorites from summer. So this is a collaboration with Abby Bliss White. If you don't know who she is a fellow luxury beauty lover. She loves Chanel and she's really into health and eating right. And she has a really nice inside out approach to beauty. She's really wonderful. If you haven't heard of her, I would be quite surprised. This collaboration is also with Angela Van Rose. So Angela and I go back a few years. We've been friends on here and Instagram for quite a while. And Angela is also another Chanel and Chantecaille fanatic. She has really impeccable taste in makeup, and sometimes she picks out items that I wouldn't get myself, but she convinces me to get them because she just does such wonderful, lovely videos. And then last but not least, we have Grace at Everyday Edit. She's another luxury beauty fanatic. She's really into Tom Ford and Charlotte Tilbury, and she's really soft-spoken. She just has a really nice way of speaking. If you like me and my channel and my content, you will absolutely love Abby, Angela, and Grace. If you haven't already watched their videos, I'm sure you will be pleasantly surprised. So after you're done watching today's video, please go check out their videos. I will put a link to them in the description box down below. Go watch their videos, go watch their summer favorites. It's really interesting because between the four of us, we have different age groups, different skin tones, different hair colors, different eye colors. So for those of you at home watching this, I think you will get a really nice, well-rounded selection of different beauty products, because something that might work for me might not work for Abby and vice versa. So I think you'll just get like a really nice selection of products here. Hello, it's me from the future. I just realized that I forgot to take a sip of coffee in the introduction to my video, and I feel quite unwell about it. So before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So the way we broke it down is these are our favorites from the month of May through August. We've designated that as summer months. So these will either be items that were part of summer collections or just items we picked up during the summer. And we're focusing on some of our favorites. Items that really stood out, items that became favorites right away, that sort of thing. And I'm going to include a little bit of fragrance. I don't know if the girls are going to include skincare as well. I know for me, I stuck to just makeup and fragrance. Otherwise, I might be here for 2 hours. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm a makeup artist as well as esthetician, and I now offer online beauty consulting services. So this is a one-on-one coaching. So if you have questions about your makeup, sometimes you buy makeup and then you get home and you have no idea how to use it, how to apply it. That's where I come in. We can have our one-on-one virtual consultation, and I can just talk you through and walk you through your questions. So if you want to make an appointment, click the link in the description box down below. All right, that's enough blabbing. Let's dive into today's video. So earlier in the spring, I did a similar video to this where I just recapped and reviewed my favorites from spring. And in that video, I went brand by brand. So I think for today's video, I will do that. I will stick to one brand and go through the whole thing and etc. Now, let's start off with the first brand. What do you think it is? I will give you a moment. Chanel, of course. Now, first up here are these two beautiful nail colors that came out this summer. I don't know if these came out in June or July, but these just came out of nowhere on the Chanel Canada website, and they just look so beautiful, so inviting, and so fun for summer. So here we have Energy, which is the most beautiful pinkish magenta. And then we also have Melody, which is just the most beautiful turquoise, ocean blue. It makes me think that I'm on the Mediterranean when I am not. I love a bright, bold nail color. I am wearing white today, but I never shy away from fun colors. And these lasted, I want to say, at least 7 days. I think they may have stretched a little bit longer too. So anything that's a bright, bold color and that lasts at least for a week is a winner in my opinion. Now, at the same time that those nail colors came out, the new Rouge Coco Flash lip colors came out too. So the Rouge Coco Flash are just this very glossy, high shine lipstick. They're very moisturizing, and I picked up a few colors this summer. Now, I bought these all online with a hope and a prayer that they would work for me, and I was pleasantly surprised. With Freeze here, it's a more cool toned pink, and it's just a really lovely light cool toned pink. There's not much else to say. It's a really lovely color. Crush is a really lovely berry shade that I think I will get more use of during these months here, because it's a really nice deep berry color, and I think it'll just be lovely for the fall season here. And then my favorite color out of this trio here is Vibrant. I love orange. I love a warm toned red lipstick, so this is 100% my jam. This has served me quite well in the summer months. I just love the Rouge Coco Flash formula. I think it's probably my favorite formula of all the Chanel lipsticks because they're just so hydrating and nourishing and comfortable, and I also just really love the packaging. I love the gold, I love the clear CC at the top. I just love the whole thing. Okay, so next up here we have the new Chanel Beige Healthy Glow Cream Bronzer. So this has existed in the past, but then this summer, Chanel decided to discontinue the old formula and come out with a new version. And I think this new version here was voted Miss Polemical 2020 because they added coconut oil as an ingredient in the formula, and a lot of people were very displeased. I understand, because for some people, if they have coconut oil in their makeup or skincare, it causes breakouts. For me, I don't experience that. So I actually really love this product here. I think it's beautiful. I think it's such a soft and natural looking glow. I just think that Chanel always knocks it out of the park when it comes to their bronzers. They have really mastered the art of creating that sun-kissed glow. This makes you look like you just went out in the sun and just got a little bit of a hue. That's it. And I really like to use this as a base. So I'll go in with a big kabuki brush, a big fluffy one, and just spread it all over my face if I have a foundation that's too light for me. And this just warms up my skin tone, and it's just so lovely. I know a lot of people don't like the new formula, but I really do. And moving on to the Les Beige collection that came out this summer. So this is the Healthy Glow Bronzer powder version in Sunset. So this one here is a little bit darker. I think there's a difference in the hue, but again, this is a really lovely bronzer. It has almost a satin finish. I wouldn't say it's a total flat matte, but it's really lovely. I love the pattern. It's limited edition. I love the nautical theme. It makes me feel like I just spent my day on a yacht somewhere on the Mediterranean. So also in the collection, we have here the Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid in Sunkissed. Now, this is just pure liquid radiance. It's pure golden bronze radiance. If you want that J-Lo glow, Jennifer Lopez glow, this is it. This is just golden goddess in a bottle. It's a beautiful liquid highlighter. It's a bit warm tone. It's so perfect for summer. I think if you're someone who likes to wear body makeup, maybe on your shoulders, on your neck, on your chest, this would be beautiful. This is a really huge bottle, so a little bit goes a long way. I love the packaging as well. I love that it's a clear bottle and you can see the product. It's just very aesthetically pleasing. Although I do have to say, you do have to be careful with this because it is glass, and if this breaks everywhere and makes a huge mess. Now, moving on to some fragrance. This is the Chanel No. 5 L'Eau. So L'Eau is a lighter, more fresh and citrusy version of the classic No. 5. This is the all-over body spray. So you can spray this on your body, on your skin, on your clothes, on your hair. It's really a magnificent multi-use product. And since it is No. 5, it feels extra luxurious, extra bougie, and just extra in general. So speaking of items that are extra, here I have the Coco Mademoiselle L'Eau Privée. This is the nighttime fragrance. So I bought this at the end of August, so it just came in under the deadline here for the May to August products. This here is the Coco Mademoiselle perfume, but it's much softer and lighter than the original Eau de Parfum. It has much less patchouli in it. It almost has more musk. It's really a fragrance you're supposed to wear at bedtime in the night. So it's supposed to almost smell like your skin. It's also floral and citrusy, but it's not as intense as the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Parfum is very citrusy, very woody, and this here is just, I mean, so extra. I mean, a perfume for bedtime, how extra is that? So this clearly had my name on it. Okay, let's cap off our Chanel segment with something very extra. Limited edition packaging. Now, Chanel came out with these in different regions in different countries, and depending on where you live, you can get these regular standard colors of the Chanel blushes, but with limited edition packaging. I have the shades Rose Pétillant, Malice, and Rouge Profond. These are not new colors. They did not invent anything else. All they did was add a red logo, red packaging. That is it. It's the same formula, same colors. I personally did not own these 3 shades here, so I had a perfect excuse to buy them. But if you have these colors in the regular packaging, you do not need these special red logo ones. There is nothing different here except for the packaging. Okay, let's move on to some Dior. So the first thing that I got is this limited edition foundation. This is the Forever Summer Skin Tint. I have the shade called Light. Now, I had to order this from a UK-based department store called Selfridges because this was a limited release, it's limited edition, and I don't know why, because it's the most perfect foundation. It reminds me of the Chanel Water Fresh Tint. It's very light, very much your skin, but better, water-based, just like all the things that I like in a foundation. And for some reason, it's a one-hit wonder. I'm not sure why, but I love it. I think it's fantastic. I was considering getting a backup, but because of the nature of my channel, I often try new things. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I discover something new that is equally amazing as this here. And now moving on to this Dior Show Color and Contour. So this is an eyeshadow and eyeliner duo. So this one here is 001, and both of these are waterproof. So the first color is just a really nice, light, basic champagne color, but it's waterproof and doesn't crease, because sometimes with cream shadow sticks, they don't work for me, but this one works really well. And the highlight for me is the most beautiful cobalt blue. If you are new to my channel, I love blue eyeshadow. I love blue eyeliner. I just think it's so flattering and so eye-catching. And this liner here is no exception. It almost pulls a little bit purple. It's very, very bright. It's beautiful. This I would consider getting a backup of, because getting the exact right eyeliner shade you want can be tricky, because sometimes you find something that's sort of close, but it's too dark, or it's too this or too that. So this one I would definitely consider getting a backup of. If you're someone who wants to experiment with blue eyeshadow, but you're a little bit intimidated, blue eyeliner is the way to go. And then last from Dior, we have this palette here called Dive. This was part of their summer collection, just like the foundation and eyeliner too. Now, what drew me to this palette here are these beautiful blue eyeshadows, and I have to say, they do not disappoint. They are just so bright. The center color is the most stunning cobalt royal blue. It's exactly what I want. The formula is really nice. They blend, they last all day. I think this was the last palette that I purchased from Dior before they came out with their new formula. I think that this formula is amazing, but I think that the new formula is even better. But anyway, back to this palette here. These blue eyeshadows are exactly what I dream of when I dream of blue eyeshadows. And I have to say that the pinks and purple and peachy color here are also really great. It's just a really wonderful palette overall. Okay, let's move on to some Chantecaille. Now, this is part of their summer collection. This was the Coral Manta Ray. So you have a highlighter and blush duo. There was also a pink option available, but I am a coral or orange type of girl. These colors are so beautiful and they're also so complementary. I wear these together, I wear them separately. They're just really wonderful. The formula is beautiful. I get exactly what I want out of this palette. These colors are true to color. Like, you could easily have a very bright, very orange coral blush if you wanted to. It's very opaque and pigmented, but if you just blend it out, you just get a really nice flush of color. And this highlighter here is so beautiful. It's not too intense. Like, you can obviously see that it's highlighter, but it's natural, it's buildable. It's just a really beautiful palette, and of course, the packaging is stunning as usual. And then next up is actually one of their liquid highlighters. This is the Liquid Lumière Anti-Aging Face Illuminator in Brilliance. So this one here is more cool toned. The one in the palette is more warm. This here is so beautiful. It's a liquid highlighter and it just melts into the skin, because sometimes liquid highlighters seem to just sort of suspend on top of the skin. This melts into whatever you're wearing and looks so beautiful. It's so shiny. It's definitely more of an intense highlighter than the palette here, and I think some people could be intimidated by that, but it's really beautiful and just such a wonderful discovery. Okay, last in the Chantecaille segment, we have here the Camouflage Stylo Anti-Fatigue Corrector Pen in number 3. So this is quickly becoming a favorite of mine. I don't think it has usurped the Clé de Peau concealer, but it really is holding its own. Now, normally I don't love concealers or correctors that have an applicator brush, because I sometimes find that the product just gets stuck up here in the bristles, but this one here offers such nice coverage. It's natural, but it covers at the same time, and I don't find that there's any creasing. I mean, there's a normal amount of creasing that happens when you talk and live your life, but it doesn't fade away. It stays in place. It covers all day, and it's just a really lovely concealer. Okay, next up we have something here from Gucci Beauty. This is the Natural Matte Face Powder in number 4. Now, normally I avoid face powders. I avoid anything that says matte or natural matte because I have dehydrated skin. I don't need anything mattifying, but this powder here is really lovely. I don't use it to mattify. I use it just to set my foundation a little bit and maybe add a little bit more coverage. But this one here is not drying. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It doesn't dry me out or make me look dehydrated like a raisin. It just looks wonderful. It's a really lovely product, and I have to say that this packaging is perfect. It looks vintage. It looks so chic and elegant. I really think that Gucci Beauty really did a great job with this powder, with the product, with the packaging, all of it. Okay, now I have an item here from Guerlain that I am trying desperately not to spill all over my counter. So these are the Meteorite Pearls, and these are part of the Brazilian Fizz collection. So this was their summer collection this year. This is the only item that I got from their summer collection because I went with the item that pulled on my heartstrings, and this is it. This was my first time buying Meteorite Pearls. This was on my wish list, on my bucket list of makeup items. And I just love the packaging. I love the pink and yellow. It's so fun and festive. And these do have that very faint meteorite scent. And these just look so beautifying. They're just like this beautiful blur of face powder. It's not the most mattifying or the most long-wearing powder. It just adds a bit of glow and luminosity to your skin. I love these. And again, I love the packaging. Now, last but not least, we have two final items here for the entire video. These are the Lancome Juicy Tubes. Yes, Juicy Tubes. The lip glosses that were popular in the late 90s, early 2000s. Lancome has rebranded them or reformulated them, and I have two shades here that I love. I have Tickled Pink and Framboise Pop. Now, these to me are just so nostalgic. They remind me of a simpler time when we didn't have a plague rolling around, and I just love it. I love the color, I love the packaging, I love that you can see through the tube and see the color. It reminds me of summer. It looks fun and bright, and they smell nice. They smell like Fruit Loops or popsicles. They are extremely shiny, extremely sticky and glossy. Just everything you expect out of a juicy tube. Phew, okay, I think I am done with my roundup. That was a lot of work. I feel parched. I need to drink some water. I've been talking for so long. Thank you all for watching today's video. Please make sure to go watch Abby, Angela, and Grace's videos. They will all be in the description box, and we all have different tastes and different styles, so I'm interested to see what we pick out. And there might be a couple products here that are overlapping, but I don't think we're all going to overlap with the exact same ones, so it's going to be quite interesting to see. If you're new to my channel, make sure to like and also subscribe to my channel. Anytime you engage with a channel, whether it's a like or a dislike, whether it's a comment or subscribing, that is engagement, and the YouTube algorithm will see that as a good thing, and so it'll send more people towards that person's channel. So if you want to help me out, please make sure to subscribe, comment, or leave a like on this video. All right, guys, I think this is all I have for today's video. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.